that bus. A stolen church bus careens down a highway with all the action caught on tape by the hit A&E show Live PD. And you won't believe who's behind the wheel. The camera crew was on a nighttime ride with deputies from Fort Bend County, Texas, when they came upon this out-of-control bus.
The bus is refusing to stop, driving with no lights on.
We spoke with Chief Legal Analyst for ABC News, Dan Abrams, who also hosts Live PD.
The officer and our crew initially thought that there were kids inside that bus.
During the hot pursuit, the deputies suddenly realize who's behind the wheel.
It looks to be like he's a young white male.
Turns out he's a 15-year-old kid. As the rear door violently swings open, you get a glimpse of the kid driver, and you can also see there are no passengers on board.
I think the police here were being pretty careful in the way that they followed this bus. There were multiple vehicles there. They weren't trying to use any kind of crazy maneuver.
The bus crosses lanes and even strikes a barrier. The bus comes to a stop only after it rams into a sheriff's cruiser.
Just crashed down into a unit.
Deputies with guns drawn rush the vehicle. The kid is placed in handcuffs. Just look at him, wearing a yellow t-shirt and red shorts, not much more than 5 feet tall. The pastor of the church that owns the bus has refused to press charges. The juvenile was, however, charged with evading arrest and aggravated assault on a police officer for ramming the patrol unit.
Just crashed down into a unit.
Texas boy arrested for stealing a church bus. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. That's a foolishness. Back in my day, people didn't do all that type of shit. You know why? Because the people did that stuff, them all will whoop their butts, alright? They will grab a little belt, alright? Little clean old black belt and be like, wham, wham! And he'd be like whooping people's ass. Be like, wham, 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 wham. But that little boy, that little white boy, stole a church bus from the church. Ah, shame. Church bus. You know what the worst part was? They even show Lil face. They never even mentioned his name. I know he was 15 years old, but I don't give a damn about that. You got water boys getting arrested here in Atlanta, and you show their face on TV. You show black boys, but you're not gonna show a little white boy that stole a church. And it wasn't like a 10-year-old kid, 15 years old. That's like a high schooler stealing a bus. You mean tell me y'all ain't gonna show their face? Y'all gonna blur that man's face? What's going on in America right now? We're being weak, all right? People, I'm glad that the church did forgive them. The good news is the church did forgive them for at least like they're not gonna push charge on the little boy because he felt like they're not gonna do that stuff. But I kind of feel like it is gonna cost thousands of dollars in damage, by the way, to repair the bus and get out the impound stuff. And they said they would rather use that money to send some kids to vacation Bible study for the summer. And I feel bad for that church because they gotta spend money on stuff that they obviously didn't do. It was from one kid's action, and I know they forgave the boy and stuff. But if I was the parent of that little boy, I would have made that little boy go out there and get a job to pay back that church, because that's ridiculous. Why would you steal from the Lord? The Lord? Shame. But that's America right now, y'all. This is America. But it's a poor shame. Shame. Shame on the little boy. Shame on you. Where the little boy's parents at? Y'all ain't even mention their parents. Where they the parents at? Alright, why you let a little boy steal a church bus in the middle of the night? Who does that? Alright? Shame. Shame on people.